Everything I'm about to show you, every claim, every rollout, every timeline has a direct source, and you'll find all the links down in the description. You ever wonder why nobody's really talking about what's happening in Iraq's stock market right now? Why it feels like we're in the middle of something big, but nobody's ringing the alarm? Let me pull back the curtain for you, because what's happening in 2026 is the result of a quiet, calculated, multi-year transformation that started as far back as 2019, picked up real speed in 2023, and is finally showing its true face today. I'm Amira Blake, and today I'm giving you the full story, not the headline version, but the real investor intelligence that most people missed. Let's start with the crown jewel, Nasdaq Eqlipse. This is Iraq's new backbone, a global-grade exchange system built by Nasdaq themselves. And no, it didn't just pop up this year. Iraq signed the initial agreement with Nasdaq all the way back in July 2019, but it was in 2023 when they finalized the switch to Nasdaq's Eqlipse platform, a system that modernizes everything from trade execution to clearing to post-trade settlement. And now in early 2026, according to the executive director of the Iraq Stock Exchange himself, the Eqlipse system is scheduled to officially go live by the end of January or early February. That's not an estimate. That's from the top. Do you realize what this means for you as an investor? No more slow settlements. No more murky ownership records. You'll be able to track your trades, see real-time confirmations, and eventually even plug into cross-border trading with places like Abu Dhabi. And guess what? That's not speculation. That's already in motion. In April 2025, Iraq signed a formal agreement with the Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange, ADX, to join the Tabadul digital trading hub, a cross-border platform that allows you to buy and sell Iraqi stocks from the Gulf region. Iraq became the 9th country to join, and in 2026, the first live integrations are already being tested. What does that mean for the stock market? More liquidity, more regional capital, and bigger eyes watching what's happening on the ISX. But the story doesn't stop there. Remote trading? That started back in 2020 during the pandemic. But now, it's evolved into full-blown online brokerage platforms. Rabi Securities launched their app in 2022, and by 2023 to 2024, firms like Al Carmel and Wabia followed suit. In 2026, the Iraq Stock Exchange is training all remaining brokers to adopt real-time systems tied directly to Eqlipse. That means daily access, clean dashboards, institutional-grade speed. Now let me show you something almost no one is covering, ESG, environmental, social, and governance standards. In April 2025, Iraq launched its first ever ESG guide for listed companies, developed with the International Finance Corporation. It had been in the works since 2024, and in 2026, it's now becoming a compliance requirement with company-level training underway. Why does this matter? Because it signals Iraq is preparing to meet the reporting standards required by global capital. It's one thing to have stocks. It's another to build investor confidence in the data behind those stocks. Then there's the Erbil Stock Exchange, forgotten by many, announced back in 2014, then shelved. But in 2025, ISX leadership confirmed they were reactivating Erbil. And in 2026, they're actively scouting for new branch locations in Basra and Anbar to expand reach into Iraq's south and west. That's infrastructure in motion, not theory. And don't overlook what happened with Egypt. In mid-2024, Iraq and the Egyptian exchange, EGX, signed a cooperation protocol for system alignment, investor training, and shared development, potentially opening doors for joint initiatives and dual access listings down the road. That's a North Africa, Levant, Gulf Triangle in progress. So let me ask you, how many times have you heard people say Iraq is not ready for foreign investors? That it's too early? That there's no real infrastructure? But here we are in 2026 with Nasdaq Eqlipse going live by February, Tabadul cross-border trades activating, ESG governance standards being enforced, online trading systems deployed, Erbil Exchange being reawakened, brokerages trained for real-time platforms, new company listings in tech, real estate, and retail, and international linkages to Abu Dhabi, Egypt, and beyond. This isn't the build-up. This is the rollout. And for those of you tracking every signal, this is the moment where things shift. not overnight, but permanently. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a regulator, and I'm not your guru. I'm here to give you the kind of information that never makes it into a tweet or a headline. Because if you've been waiting for the market to show its hand, this is it. The game is live, and it's already moving. And again, if you want to double check anything I said today, all the original sources and links are listed right in the description. Check them for yourself.